Okay, guys, so we're gonna get into about one or two games here real quick with the HitBox I have here. I noticed last time that I did the review with the GameSir CR2, um, you know, people were interested in actually getting more details on instead of just seeing the gameplay. So, and I also noticed that that's also what I didn't do last time. I kind of just played the game and then just cut it once I was done playing. But I'm definitely gonna go into details about the buttons, you know, basically what I think of the HitBox, and then yeah, that's basically what we're gonna do. So let's get into it.
昭和だ。ただそれを求めたまえ。Round 1 Fight! 波動拳波動拳波動拳おりゃ昇竜拳波動拳波動拳波動拳とわせや竜巻旋風脚波動拳
That was my fault right there. I was kind of BS too long. Give him a chance to wake up.
Round 2 Fight! 波動拳波動拳おやクライオキリスタヤとはせや竜巻旋風波動拳星よそりゃ昇竜拳手や竜巻旋風どうしたはあRyu wins.
Alright, we're gonna do one more.
Ryu の先へどせーこの道を進むのみ大一番にごわすよいしょ Round 1 Fight! 波動拳波動拳波動拳おやよっこれ売れやせややっどしゃい立てなのシェとはたりゃ立てやこれ売れおやこれ売れ波動拳昇竜拳 Ryu wins.
Hopefully you guys forgive me. I'm a little bit rusty on the hitbox, if I'm being straight up with you. So yeah, that's basically it. So the reason I actually ended up getting the hitbox was because when I first stopped playing on pad, and mind you, I was one of those people that grew up like playing Street Fighter and stuff in the arcade and stuff like that with my cousins and stuff. I only recently, I think within about the last 2 years, I picked up a stick about 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half. But anyways, so I bought it and I wasn't accustomed to using it. So only recently, maybe we'll say about, I want to say 6 months ago, I got the hitbox and I was like, you know what? I just want to try this out because people were saying, you know what I mean, like if you're having trouble with stick, you might want to try going with this instead of using a stick. So I was like, okay, sure, why not? So I picked this up. It was relatively easy to use. The only problem I will admit that I had was the movement buttons. Having to use this to jump, this to go for, this is jump, this goes forward, down, and back. And it's the same thing if it's reversed, except it's jump, back, down, and forward. But that was the only thing I was having trouble with, was this. Other than that, these were still the same. The inputs were really easy to do. I recommend this if you're like, if you have the means to do it, because I will admit to you, this thing isn't cheap. But if you're wanting to try this out, and also another thing, if you're having problems with doing inputs on the stick, I recommend doing inputs with these, because this makes it really easy. This literally it makes it 1,000 times easier. But yeah, I mean, it's really easy to use. That's one thing I just can't say enough of. But let's get into some of the other things. So aside from the buttons right here, I thought the buttons were going to be on the side, but they're not. They're on the top. You got your start button, your share button. If you're playing on PlayStation, this is your PlayStation button, and I have no idea what this does. I have yet to encounter a game where I use the fourth button. And then right here is where you actually plug in your controller. I thought at the end when I first saw it, because I just saw pictures of it, I thought this was going to be one of those screw-on ones, like you plug it in and then you screw this part on, but it actually clicks into place. When you find the right axis, if you look, well, you can't really see it right there, but there are these little grooves right here, like 4 of them in a row, like 4 little lines. That's your indicator that this is the top spot, that it goes matching right here. And you'll be able to see on the inside too, because there'll be a little stick right here. And if you look on the inside of this part, there'll be a little part right there where the hole is to put it in the stick. So, or to put it in that part that has it. Yeah, it was really easy to put in, take out. With this one right here, you just grab it here and you pull it out like that, upwards. And then it'll just click in, click out, whenever you want to replug it. The wire's pretty long, if I'm not mistaken. I will say it's maybe about, I want to say maybe close to 8-9 feet. I don't know exactly, but it feels like it's about that much. What else? It has plexiglass on top. It's really durable, and these buttons are actually really quiet in my opinion compared to other ones. Like, I don't really push these that hard when it comes to me playing the game. Like, I push arcade stick buttons harder, like the ones that actually have a stick. I don't know why, but either that or maybe they're just loud, but these are very quiet. Another thing, if you're like me, I have fingers that are a bit bigger. If you see the circle right here, how big it is, my finger is basically covers most of it. So I'm someone who likes a bigger button on, you know, when I'm clicking. So once I learned how to play this, like got comfortable using it, I went back to trying out a stick, and it became a lot more easier. So now I prefer to use stick. But I do still have this, and I do recommend it. It is really nice quality. It looks really nice. The stick is moddable. You can take these, or not, you can't see right here, but right here, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a pin right there. You can remove it, and there's about, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them on here, or 10. And you take them all off, and you're able to unscrew the glass, and you're able to customize artwork in here, change out the buttons, whatever you want to do. There's also screws on the bottom. Right here, there's about 8 of them. I don't know if you can see it. Well, at the bottom, like right there, if you can see that. Yeah, there's 3 at the bottom and 3 on top. Sorry, I thought there was 4. But yeah, I mean, it's not too heavy and it's not too light either. In my opinion, it's a perfect weight. You could definitely carry this thing around at tournaments and not be, you know, too like tired of carrying it around. Like, oh, my arms are hurting carrying this thing, or, you know. And it's pretty slim too. Like Like, look how thin that is. That's probably, I'd say, a little bit bigger than a keyboard. So it's not too big in my opinion. It is nice. I will say, like I said, the reason why I say if you can get this, go ahead. If not, it makes sense because if you do want to get one, it does run you about $250. With shipping, I'm not sure. But yeah, I will put the link in the description where you can buy this. I mean, you can get it at HitBox. It says right there, HitBox. But I am going to put it in the description. You guys have any questions, go ahead and leave it in the comments. I'll definitely be able to, to answer your questions as best as I can. To be honest, like I said in other videos, if you guys watch them, this is definitely my, my competitive fighting game journey. I've been playing fighting games all my life, but I've only recently started taking them seriously, like wanting to go to my locals and also wanting to go to tournaments here and there and things like that. But yeah, let me know what else you guys want to see. I am going to do more reviews on certain sticks that I have. I'll probably end up doing a review on all of them unless I kind of feel like, like it's not really that good. But yeah, let me guys know what you want, and if you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them if I can. But other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.